As this video is going live on May 2nd, we are currently in San Francisco for our second Max Profits Mentorship experience, and we're about to head out on our chartered bus to explore San Francisco, mastermind, do some pretty cool activities, and end this 3-day event with a beautiful and epic dinner. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the next MPM experience taking place September 24th through 26th. The last two experiences have been life-changing events for everyone who attended, and with each event, we're getting better at curating these once-in-a-lifetime experiences while fostering connections and workshopping with like-minded members of the community. For the next MPM experience, we were kind of struggling to decide where to go. First, we looked at Boston and then realized that not everybody likes clam chowder. And so we looked towards other sides of the country like Las Vegas, but decided it may be a little too hot. So we then decided, what if we go international? What if we go to Toronto, Canada, or maybe even Tokyo, Japan? And all of these seemed fun, but ultimately not quite the right choice. There's something off. However, as our team was huddled around the table trying to pick the perfect location, we kept reflecting back on the previous Orlando experience when we were at Disney World, and we had to ask ourselves, what made Disney such a perfect event location last time? And the only answer we could come up with was, it was just magical. So the only option that we had to do was go back to Walt Disney World. Our team could not shake the feeling we had when we left Disney World. And based on the feedback we heard from everyone who attended that event, they couldn't shake the feeling either. Last year's Disney World experience was just this life-changing moment for everybody there, just filled with elegant high-end dinners, these thought-provoking and really interactive sessions, and just once-in-a-lifetime Disney park experiences that we worked with Disney to curate. And this event is going to be no different. But our goal for this event is to keep the cost as low as possible so as many people can attend as possible. You see, our mission at the Ecommerce Alley is to educate, entertain, and empower every e-commerce business owner on the planet with unparalleled excellence. And these in-person events are a way that we get to do each of those things. So selfishly, we want everybody to be there. Let's talk details of the event. We're going to be hosting this at Disney's Coronado Springs Resort, which is the same place we did last year. This resort is a unique blend of Spanish, Mexican, and Southwest American cultures that features this beautiful lakeside oasis, 24/7 fitness facilities, this pool area, there's a whole lake, and of course, the Disney difference around every single corner. The resort also offers tons of on-property dining locations and is pretty centrally located close to all of the theme parks and the Disney Springs Shopping Center. We do have a block of rooms, and it's required to stay at Coronado in order to attend this event, but Disney was able to offer us a great deal on these rooms at the resort. The room rates are $249 per night compared to their typical $320 a night rate at Coronado Springs. Not only that, but this rate extends for the 3 days prior to Wednesday the 24th and the 3 days post Friday the 26th. So you can come and you could stay longer to enjoy Disney in Orlando if you'd like at that discounted rate. Now, once you secure your spot for the event, you'll receive an email to then book your hotel. Now, I'd like to share with you the itinerary for the event so you just know what you're getting yourself into when you join us on this magical experience. However, I want to mention that everything that I'm about to share is subject to change based on the theme park approvals because some of our requests to them are a little unique, But so far, Disney has been pretty helpful and approving in letting us do the things and the ideas that we have requested. The event begins September 24th. Last year, we kicked off the opening dinner in a private dining room at the top of the contemporary resort overlooking Magic Kingdom, and then we went out on this balcony for a bird's eye view of the nighttime spectacular fireworks show. But this year, we wanted to kick it up a notch. So, we're going to meet at the gates of Disney's Hollywood Studios and be escorted by Disney's event guides to a private patio. Then we'll have some time to break the ice, get to know other people there, and enjoy hors d'oeuvres. Then after an hour or so, music will begin and a crowd will begin filling a 6,900-seat amphitheater for the nightly performance of Fantasmic. Fantasmic is this nighttime spectacular filled with live performers, projection, lighting effects, water effects, fire effects, every effects, and tons of Disney characters. Now, once that concludes, Disney's event guides will then escort us from our private Fantasmic patio to the Hollywood Tower Hotel courtyard for an elegant 1920s themed opening dinner. For those of you that don't know, the Hollywood Tower Hotel is actually the famous Tower of Terror ride, and we will have an entire courtyard right below it to ourselves for opening dinner after the park has already closed. The opening dinner is designed to be this unforgettable experience while also connecting you with other e-commerce business owners. It's so much more than just a private theme park experience, but the night is specifically designed to get you connected and talking and meeting as many people as possible without feeling forced or unnatural, while also being in a really cool atmosphere. And that sets us up for the start of sessions the next morning. Sessions will begin at 9 a.m. and go until 12 p.m., where we're going to break for lunch. These sessions are so much deeper than what you could get in a video course or a YouTube video, and they're intentionally designed to take advantage of the unique situation that there are plenty of other wise, intelligent brains in one room together. So it's interactive, it's engaging, and more importantly, it's super fun. Last year's sessions were focused on establishing and answering your business's one big question. The question that if you could get answered before you left that event, it would change your life. You know, you're in a room surrounded by people that have the answer. And if you stay focused on answering that one big question, you're bound to find the answer. Throughout the sessions, people would share wins, we did takeaways, we had these big aha moments that everyone was sharing, and a lot more. We also used the fact that we were in Disney World to talk about what makes Disney World so magical in the Be Our Guest session. And in that session, we talked about the attention to detail that Disney has in everything they do, how bumping the lamp is a concept that we have adopted in our business and encouraged everyone to adopt in theirs. If they added a little bit more attention to detail, making their customers feel something, that they never have to acquire another customer again because their existing ones would continue buying and referring. Then we did a group activity called the No Marketing Allowed game that challenged everybody to think about how they do things differently if they were never allowed to acquire another customer again through marketing. Then we break for lunch, where you'll be encouraged to dine in one of the resort's many locations for food and connect with other attendees or catch up on some of the work that you might need to do until we return to the sessions again at 2 p.m. Now, last year we had a session by Cliff Brown on the magic of metrics, and we closed that first day with masterminding and trying to answer everybody's one big question. Then at the end of day one, everyone will sign up for a dining location you'd like to visit at Disney Springs, where we've made reservations at each location, and you'll be able to be paired with other people that you want to go to the same restaurant with. And this is just another opportunity to meet new people, ask questions, and provide feedback. Then the next day of sessions begins at 9 a.m. and goes until 12 p.m. Last year, this is where we began preparing for the upcoming Q4, which only began a few days after the event was over, and we left with this thought-provoking session on building a heart-centered business. Now, these are just a few sample sessions of last year, but all of that to say that these sessions are not something you would find on YouTube. They're not something you could read in a newsletter or watch a course on. They're specifically designed experiences that fully take advantage of the fact that we have a room of brilliant, like-minded business owners to make the most strides together. Because ultimately, we're not self-made, we're community-made. And none of us is as smart as all of us. And that's the point of these events. Come together as one to grow together. But we like to have a lot of fun as well, which is why at 12 p.m. on day 3, we peace out. We leave the session room and we buy tickets for everyone to have an excursion and activities at Epcot. Now, if you thought opening dinner was a pretty cool experience, just wait until you see what we have planned for Friday's Epcot Excursion. And we'd like to keep this little piece a little bit secret because there's adventure in the mystery. But I want to show you a video of what our excursion looked like last year. If there was one word to describe it, it would be incredible. We spent a few hours in the park with randomly assigned groups of attendees getting to know each other, and we held a scavenger hunt across the entire park where the winners won a cash prize. Then we rented out a restaurant in Muppet Courtyard and had it to ourselves for drinks and hors d'oeuvres. From there, we were escorted to a private Phantasmic viewing location to see the show until the park closed. And then we were taken to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge to have a private ride on the Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run ride. Finally, after all of that, we rented out Star Wars Launch Bay and had this killer after party once the park was closed until midnight. We ended the night being escorted out of the park as the street lamps were being shut off behind us, kind of like in a movie. Like I said, it's one of a kind, and just imagine what we have planned this time. So after all of that, you're probably wondering, how the heck do I get in the room to do all of this? Well, like I said, we want to get as many people here as possible, but we only have 60 seats. And we've decided to open this up to our Alley members as well. So we have done everything that we can to keep the ticket as affordable as possible. If you have a $7.95 a month membership in the MPM, all of this is included in your membership. You just need to make a refundable $299 deposit to secure your spot. Once you arrive, you'll then receive that deposit back. The base ticket, which includes all of the sessions on Thursday and Friday, is only $299 per person, and you must be a partner in the business to attend. So just to be in the room, connecting with other business owners, and diving deep into the engaging sessions, you just have to get there, book your room, and have a $299 base ticket. Unfortunately, fancy dinner experiences and shows and park tickets and exclusive after parties at Disney after the entire park closes down don't come very cheap. But we want to make it as inexpensive for you to attend these as possible. So if you want to attend the opening dinner experience, the Epcot excursions and masterminding, and the exclusive after party in Epcot after the park shuts down, you'll just need to upgrade to the Royal Court ticket, which is a $700 upgrade, bringing the total cost for everything to $999. This is truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience because without crazy-minded people like us working with Disney and making wild requests to do things like this, you would never be able to do them. And we don't want you to miss it. So we're also going to offer payment plans of $350 per month over 3 months to just help cash flow the investment if you do want to get the Royal Court pass. We're very limited, though, in the number of seats we have. So if you're interested at all, visit mpmorlando.com to secure your seat now because once they're gone, they're gone. And it is a first-come, first-served basis. All tickets are also refundable up until June 1st, 2025. And then after that, we will not be able to refund any tickets because payments will have already been made on your behalf to Disney. So the official cutoff date to even attend is going to be July 14th. Or if we sell out of tickets, whichever comes first. We're very excited for this MPM experience, and I hope you choose to join us not only for a great celebratory time, but to gain insights that'll help you have the most profitable Q4 ever.